Hi, my name is Emily Coates and I'm a physical therapist with MedStar Health Physical Therapy. I work at our South Baltimore location where I work with general orthopedics of all ages, but I specialize in pediatrics and concussion management. Though I enjoy working with all age groups, I absolutely love to work with kids who are in need of improving their physical literacy. Physical literacy is defined as the ability, balance, confidence, desire, and explorative nature to be active for life. Basically, just how we have to learn how to read by learning our ABCs and the sounds that the letters make, we have to learn to move in a similar fashion. We have to learn those basic building block skills that we're then able to put them together to do more complex movement patterns. And this allows us to move our bodies in a more controlled, coordinated fashion with good awareness of where we are in relation to other people and the environment around us. It's pretty hard to kick a soccer ball if you're not aware of where your leg is in relation to the ball while you're moving it through space. The better we are able to move our bodies, the more efficient we become at the tasks that we're doing, which improves our confidence and our enjoyment of the activities. The more we participate and enjoy movement, the more likely we are to try new things, new sports, new activities, different experiences. And this improves our overall well-rounded athleticism. Also, the more active we are as a child, the more that we enjoy being active and moving our bodies as children, the higher the likelihood that we'll maintain that level of activity all the way up through adulthood. So this has benefits for chronic diseases, for obesity, or keeping obesity levels low, and just overall keeping our bodies functioning at the level that they're intended to function at through our entire lifespan. So I have made it my passion to work with kids on their physical literacy, to become more active, to enjoy physical activity so that it lasts a lifetime.
Core stabilization is an important aspect of athletic activity. Your core acts as a foundation to stabilize your spine and your body during dynamic movement. Your core is comprised of several muscle groups, including not only your abdominal muscles, but also the muscles that align your spine and the muscles that surround your hips. This series of exercises are intended to target those three major muscle areas. Begin by laying on your back for dead bugs. You'll be laying flat with your legs in a tabletop position, knees above your hips, arms reaching towards the ceiling. Be sure to keep your back flat on the ground as you reach opposite arm and leg away from your core. Alternate one arm and leg and then the other side. The lower your leg goes and the lower your arm goes, the more challenging this exercise will be on your core. To address some hip strengthening, come onto all fours. Your hands will be directly beneath your shoulders and your knees directly below your hips for bird dogs. Reach opposite arm and leg away from your core, again while maintaining a neutral spine throughout the exercise. Alternate arms and legs for about 10 repetitions and repeat 2 to 3 sets of this exercise. During a donkey kick, your hands will be underneath of your shoulders, hips underneath of your knees, and kick your leg towards the ceiling, squeezing the glute muscle in your bottom. Complete about 10 repetitions per leg, and then you'll switch and repeat on the opposite side. Be sure to keep your spine in a neutral position throughout the duration of this exercise. Planks are another exercise very beneficial for core stability. Planks can be completed on your forearms. Ensure that your elbow is aligned under your shoulder and then extend both legs out behind you. You can also complete planks on your forearms. If you are having difficulty maintaining the alignment of your spine in this position, come down to your knees and maintain alignment from your head all the way down through your knees. If you have additional questions regarding how to strengthen your core for optimal athletic performance, consult a sports medicine trained physical therapist.
trusty tennis courts. So I'm going to show you just a bunch of different variations, and you can do what you want to do. And that's kind of the fun of it, is that you can mix and match and change it up. But again, we're not doing this for hours on end, so pick one pattern, do it maybe 2 times to one direction, 2 times to the other direction. Make sure you're focusing on pushing off with each leg. Then pick another pattern, do that 2 to 3 times on each leg, and then pick another pattern and do it 2 to 3 times. And that's it. Like, that's really all we need to focus on, because we're trying to focus on quality of the movement and not necessarily the amount of time or the repetition. When you're starting out with all this activity, the first way is to just run towards the cones and then towards the next cone. Then you can progress, reach down, touch the cone, go to the next cone. Then the next progression would be pick up the cone, go to the next cone, pick up that cone, go to the next cone, because picking it up slows you down, it makes you have to restart faster, so it's something to build up to. The other thing to remember is, as it's getting hotter out outside, please make sure you are working up to these activities. I can't stress it enough. If you start to feel dizzy, if you start to feel lightheaded, go to the shade, take small sips of your water. It's actually better to have cold, not super cold water, because your body uses it faster that way. So small sips in the shade, take a break when you need a break, listen to your body, don't try to push through, because it is getting hotter. We are not as conditioned as we normally are in this point of the year. So again, build up, small steps, fewer reps, work up to this. It's hot out here today, and I'm getting a little lightheaded just extra showing you these few reps. So make sure that you're doing it right. It's not always about, am I sweating? I'm not sweating profusely, but my body is hot, I can feel it. So make sure you listen to your body. All right, so next one is called the Illinois drill. I'm standing in the middle, but actually you're gonna stand at one of the ends of the cones, okay? You'll see in a second. Then you're gonna sprint up, then you're gonna turn and sprint to this cone, and then there's 4 cones in the middle of me, and we're gonna kind of do a figure 8 pattern here, then we're gonna sprint, and then sprint back to this cone. So you start in one corner and end in the other corner. Ways you can change it up. Sprint, then do a side shuffle here, and then do a side shuffle here and back pedal. Or sprint, back pedal, sprint, back pedal. There's like a million different ways, again, you can change it up. In the middle, when you're doing the figure 8s, instead of making big figure 8s, you can do little mini circles around each cone, so that you're focusing on those small steps and change of direction when you're doing those. So I'm going to show you a few different variations. Pick a few that you like and you want to start with. Again, we're going to do this, maybe twice through one way, twice through this way, then pick a different pattern and do that twice through again. So we're not doing this a bazillion times, 3 to 4 times at max before you move on to a different drill.
everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Bryan's Brain Break on Bascom TV. Last week, just to review, we talked a little bit about your nervous system. Remember, there's two types of nervous system. One is sympathetic, the other is parasympathetic. The sympathetic is your fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic is your rest and restorative and digestive response. So we talked about trying to get out of the mentality of letting that sympathetic nervous system run wild in our bodies and how to check in and turn on our parasympathetic system a little bit more on a day-to-day basis. We talked a little bit about mindfulness and taking time for yourself. I hope you guys found the opportunity to do that this week. If you didn't, I'm going to give you a couple tips this week to try another activity that will help with mindfulness. So this week what we're going to talk about is using your senses. So this is something that I know personally I don't do very well, and I've been trying to do it more regularly, especially when I'm out with my family, if I'm out enjoying an activity, if I'm eating a meal. So this week what we're going to do is called mindful eating. Again, this is something that people don't tend to do. You tend to sit down for your meals and want to just get the food in your stomach and move about your way, but I challenge you to pick a meal this week that is something that you love, something you wouldn't ordinarily eat all the time. For me, that's a crab cake. So if you find something that you know that you love, I want you to pick that for your meal this week. I want you to sit down. You could be by yourself, you could be with a family member, but I want you to sit down at a table, inside or outside, somewhere that you feel comfortable, and I want you to sit down and really enjoy your meal. Try not to have too much conversation. Try not to be sitting looking at your TV or your phone. Just sit with your meal and actually enjoy it. Take a bite. Think about the taste. Think about the smell. Think about the texture. Again, remember, your five senses are your sight and your sound and your smell and your taste and your feel. So I want you to really utilize all of those senses as you try to eat your meal. Take your time. Chew a little bit extra. Most people have the tendency to want to swallow their food and don't really chew it up and enjoy the taste. Enjoy the flavor, enjoy the temperature, enjoy the texture. So that's our challenge for this week, is mindful eating. As we continue on with Bryan's Brain Break over the next couple of weeks and into the next couple of months, we'll give you more tips and things for mindfulness and other activities. Hopefully this will be helpful for you, and we'll check back next week. Good luck with your mindful eating challenge, and have a great week.